Toll scofflaws could face felony charges. Pennsylvania drivers who cheat Turnpike racking up bills and fees are targeted. By Scott Calvert. Wall Street Journal. Saturday, Sunday, April 7th and 8th, 2018. Drivers who routinely don't pay tolls in Pennsylvania could be convicted of a felony. The Keystone State's Turnpike Commission has begun to file criminal charges against motorists it deems egregious scofflaws. Turnpike Commission. File criminal charges. The recent initiative involves enlisting local prosecutors to pursue theft of services criminal cases which reach felony status when the sum owed exceeds $2,000. The state's top 100 toll evaders each have more than $21,000 in unpaid tolls and fees. One driver is accused of racking up more than $90,000 in debt since 2012, mostly in snowballing fees. By using an E-ZPass only lane more than 1,600 times without the valid transponder, according to a criminal complaint. Pennsylvania is clearly stepping up the game. I haven't heard of anyone going to this level before, said Neil Gray, Government Affairs Director at the International Bridge, Tunnel, and Turnpike Association, which represents toll facility owners and operators. Though Pennsylvania's recent tactics stand out, toll agencies across the U.S. are also boosting efforts to ensure drivers pay. The heightened focus on collecting unpaid tolls is linked to the move from toll booth to all electronic tolling. In such cashless systems, transponders like an E-ZPass device provide instant payment. For a car without a transponder, a camera photographs the license plate and the owner gets a bill in the mail or pays online. Tolls collected are used to maintain and upgrade the roads as well as to pay the bonds borrowed to build them. Unpaid tolls cost the Pennsylvania Turnpike about $17 million a year, a fraction of the $1.1 billion in overall toll revenue. The share of toll revenue collected in cash fell to 18% in 2015 from 29% in 2010, according to the association's 2016 survey of 36 large U.S. toll agencies. Cashless transactions accounted for more than $11 billion in revenue for those agencies in 2015, the report said. Some agencies, such as the North Texas Tollway Authority, are entirely cashless. The Pennsylvania Turnpike uses a paper ticket system on much of its networks, but a plan under consideration would convert the entire network to cashless tolling in 2022. The industry says cashless tolling reduces congestion because drivers don't need to slow down. But without a forced mechanism to stop people, the risk of toll violations rises, said Pat Jones, chief executive of the International Bridge, Tunnel, and Turnpike Association. I think the industry has responded, he said. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise in late 2015 launched a program that prevents a plate holder from renewing a Florida license plate until all tolls are paid. The system credits that process with a 15% drop in unpaid toll revenue from fiscal 2016 to 2017. The North Texas Tollway Authority in 2016 fully rolled out an effort aimed at motorists with at least 100 unpaid tolls in 12 months. Some toll agencies name and shame. The Illinois Tollway publishes a quarterly list of super scofflaws who owe at least $1,000. A recent version had 469 names, including many trucking firms, with the top violator allegedly $890,000 in arrears. For years, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission had minimal power to pursue scofflaws. It could only send violation notices and turn an account over to collections. Last year, the new state law allowed officials to suspend Pennsylvania vehicle registrations for unpaid toll debts. The Turnpike Commission's chief executive, Mark Compton, wondered if officials could also use criminal courts, according to Ray Morrow, the Turnpike's chief of compliance. Mr. Morrow researched state law and concluded that theft of services applied. So far, the commission has filed 13 private criminal complaints. A judge has approved a payment plan in one case, and the others are pending, Mr. Morrow said. Already, the potential for criminal prosecution has helped spur payments or agreed-upon payment plans expected to bring in more than $120,000, he said. Among those facing a felony charge is Lori Urick of Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. A criminal complaint alleges she incurred 1,645 violations between early 2012 and March 2017. It says she received 6,580 notices in that span. Unpaid tolls account for about 26,000 K of her roughly 92 K balance, the complaint says, and fees total nearly $66,000. Her lawyer, Edward Sprea Jr., says he is still reviewing the evidence. Certainly, if they can prove she in fact did this, we want to make sure the Turnpike is made whole, he said. We also have to make sure her ability to repay is going to be taken into consideration. Criminal court being used to collect from a service provider. Talk amongst yourselves.